It's Madden NFL 24. And up next is Jamel Dean, who's been stepping up to the challenges all season, now with 8 interceptions. It's the Bears and the Bucs.
Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Prescott. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's second down. You look at this defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call it. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw in the film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. They'll throw again. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they fake the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. A second down throw for Prescott. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Throwing. Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
The numbers a week ago for Cook. 16 carries, 51 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Lyman can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
On 3rd and 2, Waters. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now a give up the middle. This is White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Opting to run again here with White.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down for the touchdown. Look out, you've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Looking to throw. Waters. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Rachaad White
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Buccaneers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out at his current pace. Sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but Some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right?
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Joe Tryon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Prescott to throw it.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
He notched his 15th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive, and they'll look to keep it going here, 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And some room to run now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
The throw to the middle, taken in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
On 1st and 10, Waters over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From the gun on 3rd down. Walls. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. And even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott now. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Christian Harris in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Now it's 2nd and 10. Prescott. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Here's Prescott. Pressure comes and down he goes. Christian Harris. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently. The completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense. So you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much right after the catch.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Offense heading back out, and with him comes Rachaad White. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. And even 100 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. I guess that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck trying to chase him down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Tucker. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off play action. Waters. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down. Waters. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man... And
he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rachaad White. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To the air again, Prescott. He's got the connection to Moore. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. To throw is Prescott. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. Finding Moore on the out route for the completion. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
Well, Rachaad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. There he goes, left side. There he goes again. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, just bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. The Bucs offense set to begin this 3rd quarter.
On 1st down, Waters flushed out right. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Waters.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chain. Picked up on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake. Waters eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Gets the check down throw to White.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It's a pickup of 6. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half. just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 214 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Oh, a good move at the 5. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. White will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Waters. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. First down, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On 2nd down, Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Fielded just inside the 30. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Get a look at receiver Chris Godwin as this offense returns for their next drive. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
First down, here's White. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
This 2nd and 4.
They run the counter. Tucker. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Off play action. Waters.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more. Their list starts just a weird drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott.
That's complete right side to connect.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Joe Tryon, his 2nd sack of the night. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. See, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators? They say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job. But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Christian Harris
make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, 3 is the best way to start a drive. 3 is the best way to start a drive. 3 is the best way to start a drive. 3 is the best way to start a drive. 3 is the best way to start a drive. 3 is the best way to start a drive. 3 is the best way to start a drive. 3 is the best way to start a drive. 3 is the best way to start a drive. 3 is the best way to start a drive. 3 is the best way to start a drive. 3 is the best way to start a drive. 3 is the best way to start a drive. 3 is the best way to start a drive. 3 is the best way to start a drive. 3 is the best way to start a drive. 3 is the best way to start a drive. 3 is the best way to start a drive. 3 is the best way to start a drive. 3 is the best way to start a drive. 3 is the best way to start a drive. 3 is the best way to start a drive. 3 is the best way to start a drive. How much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content.
Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake. Waters.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Carl Lawson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And we'll pause here for an injury. I believe that's a running back. Yeah, that's Rachaad White, who's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Prescott on first down.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On third down, it's Prescott. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott yet again.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. Prescott now.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Prescott now on 2nd down.
There's a
short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 12-yard line.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll try the middle with Cook. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked at everything, got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Prescott to throw it. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Prescott. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The drive starts with a run by White. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Give him 53 yards on the ground.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down. Waters. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
All right, let's give them a little bit of applause here. Good for them, because this has been a defensive nightmare for them thus far. At least they're finally getting a couple of big plays. Won't make the scoreboard of the ride home easier, but one good moment to watch in film next week.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
A 52-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting.
And got his man complete. An injury stoppage here, and you hope this is nothing serious. That's Dak Prescott, who is shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And now the first throw for the backup cornerback. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far, nothing. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Check that.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They start to drive with White. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On third down, Waters. Escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Bucks, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Ball.